people gathered in Augusta today to show their support for LD 1478. The bill is co-sponsored by Senator Teresa Pierce and Representative Michelle Meyer. The legislation would fund the state's family planning network. Supporters say it's needed more than ever because they can't rely on federal funding. Maine Family Planning is a statewide nonprofit that works to help dozens of agencies provide sexual and reproductive health care services to Mainers. Maine Family Planning says the legislation is critical to providing funding that would give Mainers access to a range of sexual and reproductive health services.
You know, we provide incredibly important essential health care to everyone, regardless of their ability to pay. And because of that, we have to absorb a lot of, significant cost. And what we're hoping is to establish a better partnership with the state of Maine to ensure that our family planning programs are available for the future.
Maine's Family Planning Network says it served roughly 36,000 people in 2023.